Hey, welcome to Mama Mandala, where magic is somatic. I'm Hagar. Thank you so much for being here with me. I want to remind you that you are powerful. In case you forgot, I want to remind you that you are made of power, that you are part of a universe that in its essence is made of this great ferocity and intensity of becoming itself, that you have the power of becoming yourself. The Indian tradition, the yoga tradition, has a term, Shakti. Have you heard it before? Shakti is the great goddess. She's all the goddesses. She's the capacity of the universe to become, to hold itself together as a thing that is ever changing, to dissolve things so that new things can emerge. And in a time like now where there's such intensity, there's such ferocity, and power has the capacity, and we're witnessing it right now, to become authoritarian. Power has the power to become fascism. Power has the power to become horrible things, but it also has the power, and you have it, to make incredible things happen, to make small changes in the habits in your mind and in your life that will make slowly bigger changes in how you live, and through that also affect and come into deeper relationship with other beings around you. You are made of power, and don't you ever forget it, because if you forget it, that's okay, we can remind each other. So this practice is to remind one another that we are made of power, and that if we drop the ball on our good habits, and if we fall off the wagon a little bit, we are capable of picking ourselves up again, of picking each other up, of lending a hand to somebody who's falling and helping them rise, of allowing somebody else to help you and support you. That doesn't make you less powerful. It actually makes you more powerful. And I'm telling you that because I need to hear it too, that to receive help and support from a community makes us stronger, not weaker. Supporting one another and being supported by each other, even though this culture, the overculture that we're a part of, maybe tell us otherwise, it makes us more powerful. There's a mudra, there's a hand gesture. We're going to move our bodies to remember, but we'll move our hands for a moment to remember too. This mudra, Shakti Mudra, this hand gesture. Mudras are a seal, an energetic container that creates the form into which we can receive the energetic experience and quality that we want to create and make more of and generate more of in our lives. So the hands can begin in Anjali, hands together, and then keep the pinky and the rings together, but bring your thumb inwardly and wrap the index and middle fingers around your thumb, and then let the back of those fingers touch. Does that make sense? Oh, keeps dropping. So the pinky and the ring are touching, and the back of the middle and the index are touching as they wrap around the thumb. Allow your eyes to soften. You can do this seated or standing. And allow your breath to soften as well as it begins to deepen, as your awareness around it begins to collect and engage. And bring a little bit of a tone, a little bit of engagement to the back of your throat so that you are cultivating Ujjayi pranayama, this powerful way of engaging with your breath. Creating a container that generates a more powerful flow of breathing. Let the breath be like a mantra, like a repetitive, magical sound that reminds you right now, that invites you right now to the connection that you would like to make with your own sense of strength. and how this strength and this capacity is intertwined with other humans and the more than human world. You are breathing with the trees, with the plants, nourished by them as you nourish them back. And so the breath is the mantra that reminds us of our interconnectedness, our interwovenness. And the mudra, this gesture, this vessel receives this great power that we're generating by remembering that we're a part of something greater than ourselves. That we are relational, cyclical beings. One more deep inhale through the tone in the back of the throat. And with a slow exhalation, release your arms. And if you are seated, you can stay seated if you'd like, or you can stand up. Inhale and reach your arms all the way up. Circle them around you. And exhale, slowly lower your hands to the front of your face, to the front of your heart. If you're standing, stand with your hips as wide, with your feet as wide as your hips. Reach your arms up with a deep inhale. Circle the arms around you. Call in. Exhale the hands to the heart. The power that you would like to generate and work through the world with. Inhale and reach your arms up. And exhale, bring your hands through the front of your face and to the front of your heart. Now reach up your arms again. Circle them around. Inhale. And with an exhalation, bend your knees and bring your forearms to your thighs. Cross one wrist in front of the other and bring your hands to the inside of your knees. And with your knees, pull into the hands, but with your hands, push into your knees. So the power is moving both in and out. And you're generating it, you're creating it with your own body. Pulling in and pushing out as a way to expand your strength. Inhale, circle the arms up and stand up tall. Stretch your legs straight. And exhale, bend the knees and bring your forearms to your thighs and cross the other wrist on top. Hands on the inside of your knees. Knees pull into the hands, hands push into the knees. Slow, deep breaths through the tone in the back of the throat, generating this great ferocity with your breath to remind yourself and to invite yourself to work through the difficult things that you may be going through in your life right now. And to let the intensity be like fuel. Inhale and circle the arms up, stand up tall. And exhale once again, forearms to your thighs as you bend your knees. Now bring your right hand to the inside of your left knee and stretch your right arm up to the sky for a little twist. Push the hand and the knee into each other as your chest turns open. Notice how the side of the right side of your ribs right now want to open as well. That's totally natural and normal. Create, though, a little bit of resistance. Sometimes we need a little bit of resistance with our tendencies, right? So draw the right side of the ribs toward the left side of the ribs as your sternum, your breastbone, turns more up towards the sky. So it makes the twist less deep in form, in the shape of it, but more deep in action, more deep in the strength that you're cultivating. And twist with an inhale. Right forearm to right thigh. Right hand to inside of left knee, left arm up. Knee and hand push into each other. And invite not only the left side of your ribs right now towards the right side of your ribs, but also the left hip bone towards the right side of towards the right hip bone as your chest turns up towards the sky. So you're creating this major resistance and engagement into which you're expanding more freedom, more expression, more openness. Slow breath. Inhale back to center. And exhale, fold forward, fingertips to the floor. You can stretch your legs straight. Or you can just go a little straighter, but not all the way straight, depending on where you are, where your body is, what your experience in your body is. Inhale and look forward, halfway up. Exhale and fold back in. Root down through the legs, bend your knees, circle your arms all the way up, stretch all the way up, hips back, chest forward. And exhale, slowly bring your hands to your heart. Separate your feet wide apart and turn your toes out. Bend your knees. So this is goddess pose. Here we are, Shakti pose, the power of life. In the feminine form, you don't have to be a femme to be engaged in that energy, in that quality. It's beyond gender. It's a code to help us define things and redefine them. The power of the feminine, inhale and reach your arms all the way up, is to redefine itself. Exhale, right forearm to right thigh and left arm over your head. Use the forearm on the thigh right now. Push down to actually create more of a lift. And then bend both knees more deeply. Push down into both of your feet and extend the right arm over the head longer. And when I say, I meant right. So you're on your left side and I'm on my right. I totally messed that up. Here we go. Inhale, arms up. Or you're not. Maybe you did as I said, not as I showed. Exhale. Other side, whatever side you're doing, do the other side. Push down into both of your feet and use your forearm on your thigh. Press down to create more lift, more space, and extend the arm that's over the head longer. It's going to make you pull away from the deep bend in that leg. So for you, I don't know which side you're on anymore. So bend both of your knees. So the side that your arm is over the head, that knee tends to get out of the deep bend. So bend more deeply into it as you extend. Inhale all the way up, both arms up. And exhale, stretch your legs straight, turn your feet forward and fold forward. Legs can bend a little bit to protect your lower back if that's a lot for you, if it's too much. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Turn your right toes out. So I'm not mirroring you, okay? Turn your right toes out and bend your right knee and bring your right forearm to your right thigh as you stretch your left arm up and over your head. If it feels okay for you, lower your right hand to the inside of your right foot and push the leg and the arm into each other a little bit. So create a little bit of resistance there. Turn your chest up to the sky. But just like we did in the twist a little bit earlier, draw the ribs toward the floor as your sternum turns up to the sky and stretch long through the right arm. So do you see what I did right now? I moved my foot a little further back because I could feel like it was too forward. It didn't feel like my body was in the alignment that it needs. So you pay attention to what you need. In general, what I'd like for you to do is notice as put your right heel in line with the middle of your left foot. Now come all the way up with a deep inhalation. You can stretch your legs straight. Turn your right toes in. Deep inhalation. And with an exhalation, fold forward. Chest goes forward. Hips go back. Turn your left toes out. Again, I'm not mirroring you. Obviously, it got me into a lot of trouble today. Left forearm to left thigh. Right arm up and over your head. And check with your feet. So what I did before as I shifted my foot, that's a great reminder for us that if we find that we are not in the position that is the optimal one for us, we can't always move it to the optimal, but we can certainly move it to a more optimal and make small changes one at a time, one moment at a time, one step at a time. In this case, I was able to move it all the way back to where I wanted. But in life, that's not always the case. Slide your left hand if you can, so that your hand is on the inside of your foot. And push the elbow and the knee into each other, the arm and the leg into each other. Turn the chest up to the sky, but the ribs on the right side right now pull towards the earth. So there's more strength in your core, in your center, as you turn your heart open. And use the resistance between the arm and the leg to create more strength. And the strength that you're generating in the relationship between your arm and your leg is the reminder of how much strength and power you can continue to generate, even in experiences, maybe even particularly through experiences where there's resistance in your life, when things push against one another. Inhale and come up. Stretch your left leg straight. Turn your left toes in. Bring your feet towards each other and shake them out a little bit. Shake out your wrists, your ankles. And then go ahead and lie down. Lie on your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Slow breath. Take your knees to the right and open the left arm to the left so the left shoulder is grounded. You can put your right hand on top of your left knee or thigh. Slow breath. Take your knees back to center. Big breath in. And exhale, take your knees to the left as you open your right arm to the right. Breath is slow and deep and full. And you're twisting gently around yourself, because power isn't an unshakable straight line, but rather a twisted, ever-turning process of becoming. And it can form itself into so many things. Bring your knees into your chest with a deep inhale. The power that we have can turn us into horrible beings. The power that we have can turn us into great artists of life. Go ahead and release and relax your body. The power that we have can turn us into forces of good in this world. And I know that this is a little bit, when I say that, I cringe a little because it feels a little simplistic. But it can turn us into a force that brings to the world something of value, that helps make more meaning. And our power is greater, can be greater, when we remember that it has a shadow, that even when we bring something that we think of is of value and goodness into the world, it's not without shadow, it's not without flaw. So when we relax right now in Shavasana and let our bodies soften and our efforts release, we release the expectation, perhaps, or maybe it's a longer process than just this few minutes of Shavasana. We release the expectation of being perfect. Because there is no perfection, because whenever we think what we're doing is flawless or should not have flaws, that in and of itself becomes our blind spot. So release the efforts in your body, and with that release the expectation. To be supreme and perfect and all good. And drop into the fullness of you. That your source of power is your complexity, your humanity, and your relationship with the more than human world. And stay in the softness of this space for as long as you can. Rest into this power of yours. And I am looking forward to seeing you again. And if you like this video, please put a like on it. Share it with your people. And if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, subscribe to this channel and subscribe to our mailing list over on mamamandala.com and our Substack. I'll leave links for you in the description of the video. So stay in this restful space for as long as you can, and I'll see you again soon, okay? Namaste. Thank you so much.